What's up, guys? Man, just wanted to start off saying God is so good and go on a little bit of a rant about how important movement is and just kind of fill you in. So yesterday, like I posted in my short, woke up, did a long ride. Woke up, got right into an awesome lift, was killing it, feeling good. For everybody that knows, even though I'm training for a triathlon, I'll always love lifting weights the most. That's my favorite thing. But so literally the final set of squats, wasn't lifting anything crazy heavy, but for whatever reason went down and kind of at the bottom of my squat felt like a twinge. Was able to get it back up, and it wasn't even like it was super painful at that point. It was just ooh, okay, that wasn't good. So I broke everything down, was done. Was I'm not going to panic. Felt like it actually loosened up some, and then went right into a ride, just to keep the body moving, to stay moving, and everything felt great with the ride. It wasn't until I got back that it was really starting to tighten up. So anyways, I will say the pain was probably about an 8 out of 10. I was pretty immobile yesterday, walking like a grasshopper or a frog standing up. It was pretty bad. I couldn't push my pelvis forward. My glutes and hamstrings were compensating for everything, just trying to support my lower back. But man, sauna, ice bath, heating pad, lots of hydration, trying to get up and move every 20 minutes or so for the rest of the day. And did red light therapy last night on it. Do that again this morning. Woke up, I'm I'm probably a 4 out of 10. Was just able to sit on the assault bike and move. Did that for 40 minutes. Felt incredible. And now I'm walking on a pretty high incline on the treadmill, and just walking at a really slow rate, just trying to loosen up my back and glutes. But just wanted to say, man, how important movement is. I believe, obviously, as a guy that's always loved fitness, always loved working out, and then also going through cancer twice, especially a lymphoma, which is essentially it's a cancer of your waste system. Your lymphatic system is kind of pulling all the toxins out of your bloodstream and out of your body. It stores it, and then it helps eliminate that. And when that gets bad and those tumors start popping up and those things, your body has a harder and harder time to eliminate waste. And so movement is key. That's kind of why you see the rebound stuff and the vibration plates and all that really blowing up and becoming more relevant, is because people are just starting to realize how important that is and how beneficial it is to help keep that system moving and clear. And I will tell you, as a person that was very blessed to be asymptomatic, I did not have many symptoms, but feeling how I feel now, I start realizing oh man, my body was really doing a great job at compensating, and my energy level and fatigue was just maybe always at 70%, and I just got so used to being at 70%, and I made so many excuses oh man, I do shift work as a firefighter, I've got 2 young kids, I'm literally never stopping. I'm always doing work around our little mini farm, or obviously working out and doing fitness stuff. So I just always made good excuses for that. But now I'm realizing like, oh man, that was my body kind of crying for help. And so some of the things that we can do to help flush that out is like rebounding, is vibration plates. Those are great, but dude, we bought a little $100 trampoline that I do every single morning, no matter what, and it is the best thing ever. But there's simple movements you can do. There's a guy named Mike Holland on social media, and he's like all about kind of waking your body up, and the very first thing you do is kind of detox and flush your system by certain movements, and it works so well. But that's what I've learned through this, is even though I was always moving and doing things, and don't get me wrong, like that didn't cause my cancer. My cancer is brought about by a million things, but once that system starts getting overloaded and overwhelmed, we have to find ways to help it, And so I say all that to kind of circle back and say, with this back tweak, it's so natural for us to just be like, okay, I'm not going to do anything because this is bad. And don't get me wrong, if it's bone or you like slipped a disc, you need to go consult with a doctor or talk. But a lot of times if it's muscle, if it's cramp, or if it's tight muscle, the answer is kind of, we got to move through it. Now, that doesn't mean overwork it or overload it, but, that needs extra blood flow. It needs extra oxygen. So by moving, by, getting some heat to that area, we're allowing the body to do what it's supposed to naturally do. And I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, so it's kind of all I'll go on that. But that's how God created us to work through it. Is to continue moving and flowing. And so that's just my challenge for y'all is, man, always be listening to your body. Obviously, don't overdo it, which is something, I will be honest, I do a lot. I've overdone it a lot of times in my life and should have listened and been like, hey, I'll rest. But that's kind of, it's just the kind of person I am, and it's something I'm working on, and God's kind of challenging me with, even right now, is to take your lumps and understand when it's time to relax and when it's time to work harder. And so, man, I love you guys. Just a little ramble, and hopefully you guys get something from this. But man, get out and move. Your body is made in perfection, just the way that God said it would. And unfortunately for a lot of us, bad habits, bad lifestyle choices have kind of tarnished what God's created, and it's working overtime to keep us here, and the least we can do is go move around, get outside, eat well, things like that. So just a little challenge that I'm learning even now and growing even now in. But man, those are some things that I learned through my cancer battle. And even now, like I know this sounds insane. Obviously nobody wants their back to hurt. I sure don't. I'm loving the training. But I'm like, dude, heck yes. Now I can apply some of these things that I've learned and put them into motion towards this little back tweak, and kind of almost study myself and see how I recover and see what things I can even do better at next time. Because it's inevitable. You're gonna get hurt when you're training for certain things. You're going to have a day where your back just says no, or your leg just says no, and it's about how you work through that and recover through that. That's key. So anyways, guys, I love y'all. Just a long video, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.